Alright guys, this is the chest rig that I made. These are Camelbak flip top mag pouches that I converted, and you'll probably see a video on that. I sewed some molly webbing in the middle, so this is my Victorinox multi-tool right there. We've just got the Mec-Gar 20 rounders for the Sig P226. These are great mags, been very reliable for me. Here is my Maxpedition dump pouch, Phoenix LD10, and over here we got the H&K 14205 sweet knife, and right here we got the Serpa Sportster holster with a 511 belt. I really like this setup. It's nice. It's about a 90-degree day right now, probably 85 right now. And this is a lot more comfortable than like a plate carrier or something, because it's, you know, totally open in the back, and you know, about as breathable as possible for this type of setup. So, alright guys, so what you just saw there was me wearing my homemade chest rig at the shooting range, and you can actually configure this several different ways. The way you saw it in that video was with my Serpa Sportster and my Maxpedition roly-poly on my belt. Now the way you see it here configured is more of a grab-and-go type system, and that's really what this was kind of what I built this for, is to just be a quick grab-and-go, completely self-contained system that you could you know, use for either home defense, or probably, you know, this is probably a little more geared toward more like a without rule of law type situation. So this isn't going to be like a super in-depth tutorial on exactly how to make this, but I'll give you a pretty good look at it in case you want to give it a go, and I'll also you know, kind of explain why I built it the way I did. It's really not that hard to build your own gear, guys, as long as you have a decent sewing machine. And you can just kind of modify some you know, pre-existing mag pouches and stuff. You can make your own gear pretty easily. You just got to put some time into it. So the way I have this configured right here is with a handgun. That handgun is just in a rifle pouch right here. Now you notice I just slid it in the rifle pouch, and then I just have a shot cord, so you can just pull the shot cord out, and then you can draw the pistol, put it in, throw the shot cord around it, and that retains it pretty well. So I like that. I did not put shot cord on all of the rifle mag pouches. I just put it on this one where I'm going to be storing the handgun, because for these ones there's actually enough retention that you really don't need it. You know, I'm not too worried about these falling out. They're in there pretty tight with just the elastic tension. So you'll see right here I have two rifle mags. Now these are not 223. These are 22 long rifle for my Smith & Wesson M&P 1522. That's just what I was using this for last. I actually don't have a 223 rifle yet. If you've seen some of my videos, I'm actually building an AR right now. So you can fit two rifle mags in there, and then one in the gun, so a total of 90 rifle rounds, which, you know, for a lightweight grab-and-go system is pretty good, probably enough. And then you'll see in the front here, I have 3 20-round mags, and then the 15-round mag in the gun. And by the way, we'll just safety check this handgun for the camera. I know it's safe. I already checked it, but we're good. Nothing in the magazine. So yeah, total you got 75 rounds of handgun ammunition. So again, pretty good, pretty decent for a lightweight grab-and-go system. Now then, I also on the side here I have in another pouch where you could put a rifle mag in there, but it's kind of going to be, you know, kind of hidden by your handgun, overlapping it. So I don't really want to put another rifle mag there. What I put in there is just Cobra Cuffs. So these are just those disposable, one-time use, you know, lightweight handcuffs. Pretty nice, around $3 a set. I like the concept. You know, cheap and easy. Get them at botashtactical.com for $3 with free shipping. Can't beat that for a good restraint. And so you do have a pair of cuffs on here. Now, one thing that the system is lacking is a non-lethal. I don't have any pepper spray or anything on here like that. I'm not opposed to that. I'd love to. I just kind of ran out of room. And then you also have a light. I just had the Quark X AA squared by 4.7s. Great light. I really like that a lot. 350 lumens, max output, so that's very nice. And then in the center here, I have a Molly row going down the center. So this is actually my everyday carry tool, but I clipped it on there for the video. That's my Victorinox Swisstool Spirit, and that's attached on there with a Molly lock. This just slid in the Molly row that I sewed on there. So pretty capable setup. You know, just grab this and your rifle and you're pretty much good to go. So I like that a lot. Now these mag pouches and the way I made this, these are actually just modified Camelbak pouches. They come in a package that looks like that, just Camelbak M4 mag pouch. And so what I did with these, for this project I used one of these in foliage and one of these in black. And I got these at bowtachtactical.com for $7 for this on clearance. So total I have about $15 in this whole thing. So that's pretty good. $15 and about 8 hours of labor. But so you'll see here that when you open this up, you can take these lids out. And when you pull those lids out, it's a little harder to get them out, but alright. So you get that lid out and you have a flap like this. Now, what I did to make the pistol mag pouches is I just folded it over like this, took a soldering iron, burnt some holes in the side, took some hollowed out paracord, and wove it through there. So you can see right there, just wove it through, not too hard. Then, so I did that to both of the mag pouches. So I took that out, and then I took off this flap on here. So you need a seam ripper or a small pair of scissors or something. So I took this flap off, and I took the Velcro off of this flap, and I sewed it, you know, right across. So you got these two, and then I put the piece of Velcro across, sewn it on there, and then you can put patches or whatever you want on there. You just slide this, you know, under the elastic that you see here. So once you've taken this off, there's an elastic band. You slide this under there, and then you go in there by hand and just sew in the top a little bit so it doesn't come off. And so you've got your pistol mag pouch right here and your rifle mag pouch in the back. So just a really simple way to convert, you know, just a double mag pouch, you know, flip top pouch into a kangaroo pouch. Just takes a little work on your own. It's not too bad. And then so you'll see in the center here, I just attached that with the Molly lock. In the center there, I just sewed a row of Molly so that I can just slide that in there and clip it on. And in the back, what I used for the platform for this is actually an old back brace. You can find them pretty cheap, if not free. You know, there's tons of them out there. I think I got mine at a garage sale for like $1 or something. I actually have several of them. They were just, this is what it looked like new. So you'll see I came through and I cut off the side wings. This is elastic flap. I took that off. So I ended up with just this center portion. And what I like about that is that it already has these plastic stiffeners in there. So plastic supports. So that's what gives this thing support, so that when you load it up with weight, the whole thing doesn't just, you know, kind of crumple and fold like if you just use, you know, a piece of fabric or something to attach it to. So this already is designed to give support. So you just go in there and attach your magazine pouches to it, put some straps on it, and you're good to go. So I just use an old back brace for my support. And you'll see on the back, the way I attached my my mag pouches is I came in, and because this is nylon, I just took a soldering iron and I just cut slits in, or melted slits in, and in the right locations so I could just weave in my molly strapping. And then I just cut out a hole so that I can get my snap through. So you'll see there I burnt out a hole, get my snap through, snap it on. It's on there very secure. These pouches are not coming off. And that's a really easy way to do it. Now one thing that you may run into is that with most just household machines, you can't use like super heavy thread, or you might not be able to get through a lot of layers of nylon. So, you know, I just used standard, just polyester standard weight thread, and what I ended up doing is just going over, you know, all the critical spots a lot and really reinforcing them. And if you go over them enough times, you know, it will become very strong. I also went through and just reinforced the whole back brace because I wasn't really happy with the factory stitching on there, so I went through and basically went across all their seams myself. Now the strap system on here, it's just a all Fastex buckles. So I have a belt right here that I adjust, and I just have an elastic keeper on there so I don't have a strap, you know, flying around. And then on the top, as you saw in the opening video, it just does a crisscross on my back. So this strap goes out under my shoulder and then, you know, back up and clips in right here and just makes an X, you know. So I like that a lot. Now one thing that's kind of a challenge for me personally is that I shoot my rifle left-handed, but I shoot my handgun right-handed. So that kind of makes a lot of interferences with holster systems and things like that. So I really like this because the pistol right here in a central location, it's easy to get to. The rifle doesn't interfere with it at all because the rifle's, you know, slung over here, so the pistol's out of the way. Easy to get to, easy to reholster, in a very, you know, very good location if you're wanting to backpack or throw on a backpack over this. Maybe if you're bugging out, you can throw this on your chest and you can still wear a backpack even with a waist belt underneath this. And then you can still get access to your handgun because you're not going to be able to wear a hip-mounted handgun if you're wearing a backpack. And a drop-down doesn't work for me because the rifle hits the drop-down because it's slung that way. So this is a really nice system. It's just all very central. And it's also on your chest, so you're not putting that extra weight on your thighs or anything. It's in a really good location. It also kind of balances you out a little. If you have a heavy backpack on your front, a little weight on your back, a little weight on the front helps you out. So homemade chest rig, it's pretty easy, you know, pretty straightforward. You can see, you know, how I did that. It's not that hard, it just takes time and you know, some basic sewing skills. So, you know, it just requires two flip top mag pouches that you can convert, soldering iron, sewing machine, little common sense. My biggest advice is really plan out what you're going to do before you do it, because otherwise you might, you know, end up ripping out a stitch because, you know, you sewed something on in the wrong order. So you kind of got to plan how the whole thing's going to go together before you do it. But not too bad. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave those in the comments. It might seem a little daunting, you know, just go make this, but it's really not that bad. Just, you know, jump into the project and see where it takes you. You know, I'm not sure if Botash Tactical still has any of these on a clearance. My guess is they probably don't, but I'd check there and just see if they do. I think they only had foliage left over at the end, but that's fine. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask those. I'd be happy to help you guys out. And I think that's it. Everyone have a nice day.